When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Commodores will kick it away to start us off. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So Tennessee's offense will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Gets it out fast. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running.
Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think.
He's loose on the right. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed on the outside, it's Smith. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. Here's the handoff. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Vols have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll go to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Play number 10 on this series. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. First score of the game goes up.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Commodores' offense will go to work for the first time today. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is, how's this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read him some. You know, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible because he has wrecked many a games.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got an open man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Pulls it and fires to the left. At midfield, he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Commodores will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Vols can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and plays breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
Got his man quickly.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Working that left side now. Now the connection takes it to the 11. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the ball dribbles out of bounds, and they'll maintain possession, but that's about the only good news for the offense on that play. And the Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Running to Green. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn.
He's going for it all. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown ball. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man on the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Commodores want to pick up the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Couldn't really get started there. Pick up a 1 to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown Doors.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So here is the Tennessee offense. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of...
There he goes. The 50. The 40. At the 20. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. The Volunteers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. It
breaks into the open on the left.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man. Really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass. But then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Rides to back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Volunteers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? I understand the 4th down analytics and going for it all the time, but that deep in your own end, you're just gift wrapping an opportunity for the other guy. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They'll be getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Looking to get in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Dropping back, it's Tate. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Vandy. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. this play ready, they go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Volunteers! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big 1st down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. To the air, it's Tate. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Holds and fires complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it in the middle, it's Aurora. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Commodores send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Slings it. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabs it in the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He wants to change this route. To the air on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Vols will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They punt it away on 4th down. Catches it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So here is the Tennessee offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Duff. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Volunteers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. To the ground with the back. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He'll keep it himself. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Aurora. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Hauls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up 1st and goal.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on 1st down, stopping the run.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Looking for the 2-point try.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. The 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. What a bizarre turn of events. He scooped up the fumble and took it all the way back for 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Trying to escape and get it himself. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The inside handoff. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Volunteers are marching down the field. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physical.
Touchdown ball! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Tate. Got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The Commodores will call him busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Looking downfield on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. Unloaded just at... It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. Looking for a man. It's Tate. Makes the catch.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got it.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Rushes on him. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's going to throw deep right side. And he's got it inside the 35. And the Commodores heading quickly to the line. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the 1st down.
Man, does that sting. Defensively, you get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football. Not good.
Yeah, a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it. A shot toward the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. So here is the Tennessee offense. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it inside the 30. Speeding down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the Vandys. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
The Commodores line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking downfield, it's Tate. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Looking left. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. And the Commodores come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw it. He lofts one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, move center downs.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. The Commodores are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll do it himself. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
About those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
Tennessee ready to go to work, the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Vols will come to the line to convert on fourth down. Give to the fullback. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you